Hey everybody, Ryan here from Android Calls. I'm here to do my review on the LG G4 Vigor. Now, when this first came out, I thought it was going to be called the Beat because they announced a sort of mid-range phone called the Beat. But now it's kind of hit in Canada, it's now called the Vigor. Now, the Vigor is available at Videotron and SaskTel and Virgin for about $350, give or take. Usually about free on a 2-year plan. Now, this is their mid-range phone, but don't really discount it as a mid-range. It's actually quite snappy, I have to admit. It does remind me more of the LG G3. Maybe it's just because of the back. But then again, I never really got this back from the G4, so it was it kind of feels like that. But it also, because it doesn't really have the curve like the G4 has the curve. Other than that, we're looking at a 5.2-inch screen, 1080p. We have an octa-core, 1.5 gigahertz processor, so nothing, too bad here. We have only 1.5 gigs of RAM, only 8 gigs of storage. The camera's an 8 megapixel on the back, 5 in the front. The battery's a 2300 milliamp hour, but again, if you have smaller specs, it's not going to really have to run as hard. So the battery should last you pretty good. I haven't had too much an issue. I mean, I really haven't used it as a daily driver, but it's been doing pretty well for me. Like I said, I gotta admit, it's been pretty snappy. Like, I was going through the apps, like, everything was pretty good. I can't complain how everything was working there. Oh yeah, I just had to double check. We got a firmware update recently on it, and it was 5.1.1 before. Now, I didn't check whether it was stage fright vulnerable or not, but I did check after, and it is patched. So if you do get this device, it is patched with stage fright, so that's no issue there. It's one of the first devices that comes with the Google Suite, but doesn't come with the Google Plus app. I mean, we've been hearing about how they're trying to really cut down on what Google's going to be adding in. So that doesn't have there. Other than that, the UI looks very much similar to what we've seen in the G4, except for it doesn't have those smart notifications that the G4 had, which is okay, because personally, I didn't really like using it myself. Everything else pretty much is pretty identical, like all the features we're going to have in there. Now I'm noticing, there is no infrared port there for it. So no infrared port to use it for your, I use that a lot in my G4. Other than that, pretty well similar. What I really, really, really liked about this was the fact that the camera, it's not a great camera. The shots I got out of it were not too bad. If you want to see some of the shots, they're not too bad. I'll post these online later. Seemed to be okay in some of these shots, but what was really cool was that the camera is the same as you got on the G4, the actual full G4, with a full manual control. So you can go in there and adjust things like shutter speed, the ISO rating, etc. So that was kind of really cool. Manual focus. Manual focus is slightly different than it was with the other one, but I mean, I think this is kind of where everybody's going nowadays. They want to have that full control over their phone. So having that on the G4, even their mid-range device, is actually pretty good. So, although take the G4, scale it down a little bit. I mean, because it's not the full-sized device, and it does quite well. I mean, this would be something I wouldn't mind using if I had, let's say, it happened that my phone broke and I needed to get something to use in the meantime. I'd be happy with this, to be honest with you. It does okay. I mean, I just wouldn't be able to load all my games, load all my apps, etc., just because of storage space. But it seems to be pretty snappy for what it does. Okay, I'll have a full review on the website, so go check it out. You can pick it up at Videotron, Virgin, or SaskTel for give or take about $350 for the whole thing. Thanks, everybody. Ciao.